Alrighty. Hi, guys. So I thought I'd do a quick little pop-up live stream for you so you can watch how I clean my 40-gallon aquarium behind me. So today was the day I decided I'll be doing the cleaning, and I wanted to get it cleaned before my kids have to get picked up from school. So this will be pretty quick. Hopefully it won't take more than 30 minutes. We'll see. But if you're new to a planted aquarium or a deep substrate with the sand, I have the sand here and I have soil on the bottom, then this will be the stream for you to watch and see how it goes. So I won't really be getting too much of a chance to look at the chat too much. So just sit back, enjoy, watch. I hope you just enjoy watching the cleaning. And I don't know, I might end it a little bit early when I have to add water because I'll be out of the room and adding water from my bathroom, filling up my bucket. So hi, Big Tank Hank. Thanks for showing up. I did ask Mary to come, but she was unavailable and busy and still having spotty internet. So, all right, so this is the bucket that I use, and I'll be using this as well. I used to use the Aquarium hose, Python hose that attaches to your sink, but I like to do this better because I can do it anytime I want, and because I couldn't get the other one attached to the sink easily. So I went with just a cheapo manual start pump, and I'm going to turn off my filter. I've got an internal filter and a hang on back filter. So I don't always turn those off, but it's good practice to turn them off. I have my phone camera, so if I need to do zoom ins, I can do that as well. I have some cyanobacteria. Can you hear me okay, Big Tank Hank? It's hard with the lights, but in the back where I have some dead growth or plants that I trimmed back too much, the cyanobacteria is growing off of that. So I'll try to vacuum that out as well and just do manual removement on that. And then I have a lot of algae on my heater, so I can't ever quite clean that out completely without taking out the heater and manually removing that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I just wanted to show you guys that there is algae, there is cyanobacteria. These little tufts that you see here are, I think, the blackbeard algae. Likes to grow kind of where there's fewer plants and near the rocks. The rocks get algae on it as well. And what is that? I guess that's blackbeard algae on the rocks as well. So I don't really worry about it. But so this will be just a quick and easy cleaning, weekly maintenance. It's been a little bit longer than a week, so I'll drain it. I should drain it more than I do, but this is what I do, so I hope you guys enjoy. So I'm just going to give this a few pumps to get my siphon started. And then it has a pinch mechanism that I really have to pinch, or else this will go way too fast. And I'm just skimming the top here. I don't want to get too many snails. So I'll try to get what I can without getting snails. Oh, and I should have put a towel down. I had a towel. Okay, so I'm going to target The cyanobacteria now is growing on one of the crypt leaves. I'm gonna open up my hose to try to get more of that suction on there. And that came right off and went into my bucket. And then I'm gonna pull off all the algae that I can get. And there's some snails in here, so I'll try to rub it between my fingers to not suck up my snails. But this is like their little garden back here. For some reason, maybe because there's more light, it likes to grow in the back more. And it'll grow on the slow growing crypts. And then again, it's on the rocks here. So I'll just pull it off my rocks. And I'm in the way, but I'm going to be in the way, so I'll do my best to stay out. And I'm really pinching hard so that I can do some manual removal without sucking. You could also waft it up into the column. It's just some loose blackbeard algae I sucked up. When I wasn't looking, I sucked up some sand. Oops. And my bucket is almost full already. We do have some mystery snails in here, but they don't eat the algae. All right, so my bucket is full. I'm taking out my hose, and this is where having a towel on the floor will help, so you can put down any wet equipment. And my hand towel. Here was my other towel, so I'll put that on the floor now. This is what I got out of the aquarium. And there's like a little bit of an after shot. That's where I accidentally got the sand. So it's really hard to get out the algae completely. And that's why I don't really bother trying to get out all of the algae. So that's about it. I'm going to take out this bucket of water. I just dump it outside in the front yard, and then I'll take it into the bathroom and fill it up. And it's a good idea to clean your glass first. That helps to kick up the debris, but I usually do it now before I put water in. So maybe that's, in the wrong order, but I'm a little forgetful. So that's how it gets done. Let's see here. So before I go do all that, this is my cup and my magic erase foams for cleaning the glass. So they start out looking like this. And after you've used them, even like one-time use, they'll look like this. I don't know if anyone else uses these, but as soon as you squeeze them out, they lose their shape. What do you use, Big Tank Hank? Comment below. So I can do that here. I'll just clean the glass. It's not too dirty, but I'll show you what I do. I've got some algae forming in the front just from the sunlight coming in. So. All right, and then the next thing I like to do is clean my cartridges out. So before I dump out my water bucket, I will take out the sponges and soak them in there. Hey, Mary. Mary, do you want to join? But glad you can make it. If you're able to join, go ahead and click the link, Mary. All right, so now I'm going to unplug my filters. And I'm at 12:27. Alrighty. I used to have a sponge filter in here, but now it's being used for like a quarantine bucket for my betta fish, which is actually down here where you can't see it. So it's nice to have like a backup internal filter. I don't know if you can see, I'm just going to rotate my internal filter instead of taking it out and completely and take out the sponge. And these are the same filters that MD Fish Tanks uses. And so I got this idea from him. All right. I'm just going to squeeze that out. It's not too dirty. It does smell very earthy. And that's about all I'm gonna do. I just squeezed it out until it stops feeling kind of slimy. I hope you guys like the 2 cameras. Let me know. All right, so I'm just gonna put that right back in here. The other reason I got this internal filter was in case I wanted to put like the phosphate polishing pads in there, which I did buy and I thought I was going to use, but I ended up not putting them in yet. They're a little on the small side. Okay. Also, with having the 2 filters, you can clean them both at the same time or alternate each week which one you clean. Oh, stepping on my hose. So it's a little dirty, but it also gets algae from the window. So a lot of that is just algae, and it's hard to clean out because I can't get my hand down in there. So that just comes off, and I'll take out each sponge and I'll wring it out just like I did with the other one. This is my lava rock chamber, which I don't know what gave me the bright idea to switch from the ceramic, like white rings, to lava rock. I don't know. I probably shouldn't have, but I think I had some fish loss switching. But either one, I think, works just as good. Just try to keep whatever you have and don't change it. And these are sponges from Dollar Tree. Either that or they were like almost $2 for $3, $3 for $2 from Amazon. So any dish sponge will work in place of like the ones designed for the hang on backs. So, oh, I was like, why is this so hard? It's in the wrong compartment. You can see they're really not very dirty because I just cleaned them. And this is taking me longer than normal because I'm talking. So, oh, there's that. And I'm tripping. I'm tripping over my stuff down here. This is a Marina Slim hang on back. And it's rated for, I can't get that in there. It's rated for a 15-gallon. There we go. It's in. Dry it off if you need to. So that's about it. I don't do much more cleaning than that. Maybe some of you like to do a little bit more detail. I'm sweating. If I was more detailed, I could get like a toothbrush and get in there and clean off all the algae that has accumulated and built up from just being so close to the window. Highly advised aquatics. Thanks for joining. All right, so I'm going to finish up, take out the water. I'll fill up my aquarium. If you guys want to hang out for that, you're more than welcome to. But I won't be here talking. That's why I was like, maybe Mary can join. And talk to you guys while I'm gone. It's heavy. Well, if you're still here, I just emptied the water. I was going to talk about what I add to it. And I just use the API. That's not the one. Hang on. Here it is. I use the API stress coat. And that will just add like a slime additive to help your fish during water changes, to keep them protected from if they get stressed out. It'll keep them protected. And also when you add new fish, it's good to add. And since I'm only doing 5 gallons, it says to add 5 milliliters per 10 US gallons. So what I do is I just fill it to like the little lip, where the lip starts. And I figure that's good for good for 5 gallons. What did I say? I hope I said that right. So 5 milliliters for 10. So I add 2.5 mLs for 5. And I just guesstimate, pour it in, and then I'll fill up my water. And I'll use my shower head, which has a hose, a nozzle. I'll do like a temperature check with my hand and try to match the temperature as I add it in. So what I do is I like to just get it right to where it starts to turn warm, and then I'll back off. So I'm right on that edge of it turning warm. And then I just keep feeling the water. I can bring my phone if you want to watch, but it's not glamorous in there. Okay, here we go. Back to the bathroom. Oh, okay. So I'm turning on my mic. I hope it's not too loud. Can't quite see. Okay, this might be loud. Maybe it's better for the mic off. Alright, so I've added like half cold water and now the warm water's going in to try to even it out. I'm going to turn on the warm water now. We're almost full. And I like to just slightly underfill it so I can carry my bucket. And I'll have to do this twice to account for water evaporation. Alrighty. I'll mute you since we're going back. fill container go? And I lost my fill container. Hi, Ali Sean. How are you? I'm looking for my fill container. I just had it. Ugh, where did it go? It was like right here. Oh God, does this happen to you guys? Do you lose things too? I'm like always losing stuff. Let me look. I don't know how that got left in the bathroom. This is a handy fill container that I use with my bucket, and it holds probably 3 liters. So Dollar Tree, $1, great investment. The water's a little bit cooler. It's about the same temperature, so I think we're good. And then I just let gravity do the work. And that way, the water I'm adding won't really disturb or kick up anything off the bottom. And that's a tip so that you don't get cloudy water. If you go too fast, you'll kick everything up and definitely get cloudy water. Yep, Mary, Dollar Tree, back of the store, Tupperware. Also, I shared this on my Instagram stories. I had one of my scissor tail Rasbora fish got like a cloudy eye and I think suffered from a little stress and then got sick. So had like cotton mouth. So I used Melifix in my planted aquarium. It treats bacterial infections, rapidly repairs damaged fins, ulcers, open wounds, regrowth of damaged tissues. It has extracted, all natural, extracted from tea trees. So you can see on there, I hope you can see, that's what it's for. Yeah, it shows cottonmouth. That's pretty much what he had, and this worked. It cleared it up, I think within a week. Didn't kill any of my plants. I just treated the whole tank because I had no corn tank to put them in because I'm using it for my betta fish. It's not working on the iCloud right now for the betta fish. It like halfway worked on that. So I did do a water change on my quarantine bucket and added a little bit of that into the new water. So this will be like the 3rd treatment. Not as good for iCloud, but it does help. Is it okay to use Melifix with the filter in? I think it's fine. I had no fish loss, all healthy fish after the treatment. I don't have, as you can see, I don't know if you guys can see, I just had the sponges and the lava rock. So Belinda, I don't know if you're joining after I did my HOB cleaning. I just have sponges in there and some lava rock. So there's nothing that can pull out the medication. I gotta go fill up again, guys. But what's that stuff? The charcoal. If you add charcoal, the activated charcoal, that will take out the medication that you're adding And that's suggested to use after you add, like, what is that one? There's some medications that you want to add the charcoal to your filter. So when you're done with the treatment, it will remove any leftover medication. But with the Melifix, I just leave it in there and just do water changes as needed. I just keep doing my routine water changes, so I don't try to take it out. Jordy's barking. Okay, I'm gonna go fill up one more time. Jordy. Shh. Sorry. I'll go fill up one more time. Let's see what Jordy's barking at. Jordy, stop barking. What are you barking at? What are you barking at? I have a delivery? Was there a delivery? Hey guys, got a new couch. Where's my new couch? I'm very happy. That was my Christmas present. Oh yeah, so I got a new couch. That was my Christmas present. Let me see. All right, so the temperature should be good now. My water doesn't have a lot of chlorine in it, so I'm not too worried about adding more of that dechlorinator. Did I mention that's what I use that for? I use it mainly for as the dechlorinator. Since we did start adding chlorine to our well water. But we don't add a lot. We just add like the very minimum amount to kill off any bacteria. This is the longest part of water changes, is filling up the buckets and going back and forth. So you can see I don't have these ready made because otherwise I'd have buckets of water in my house all the time. But I should be done here shortly, and I'll wrap this up and I'll be done just in time to go pick up the kids. And it did start raining today, so we're having a rainy day in Florida. I don't know if we're getting a cold front or what. It should be nice. We've had some warm weather this past week. It's been about 78. 78's warm for winter time. We like it to be a little bit cooler. I hope I'm not too loud for you guys being in here. Okay, I'm coming back. Put one. I got snowflakes. Snowflakes on the wall. All right. All right, this will be hopefully the last bucket of water that I have to add. If you're ever worried, it's okay to add just a little more. I like to do this before I add the water though, so it gets stirred in a little better. Hey, Kevin's. And then this was the only other product that I use besides Stress Coat. The Leaf Zone, it's hard to do this backwards, is the Leaf Zone. I actually don't add it to this aquarium, but I use it in my 20-gallon where I have fewer nutrients in there to feed the plants. This one has the dirt, so I don't really need to feed my plants in here. But the 20-gallon does. So I add this for the 20 and for my bowl aquarium. So, alrighty. I'm just mostly adding water for top off now. Any water that evaporated. Hey, Foxy. How are you doing? My friend Roxanne and my friend Mary. I'm glad you guys can make it. Thanks for joining me so last minute. I just thought this would be a fun little educational stream for people. And then you guys can tell me what I'm doing wrong. I definitely probably don't take out as much water as I should. I should probably do 2 buckets instead of 1. And I have black skirt tetras. They'll lose their black whenever they're stressed out or hungry. Usually towards the end of the day, they're less colored up than they are in the morning. So right now their color's looking good even through the water change. All right, I'm pretty much there. I'm just going to add 1 more. The other thing I didn't do is I can take that sponge off and do the same thing and ring that in my used tank water, which sometimes needs more maintenance than the actual sponges themselves. It's the in-tank filter, the pre-filter sponge. Okay, that's done. Hey guys, I'll try to answer some questions before I go and just sit and chat with you all. All right, I'm missing my cloth to dry. Where'd my hand towel go? That's pretty much it. I'm just wiping off the water. I will dry out my bucket after I empty out any leftover water. I'll dry the buckets before putting them away. Plug in my filter and my heater. I'm using an outlet that would go to my, hang on back, for my charger. All right, it's filling up. Right, so that's filling up. It's so full that you can't see the water flowing because it's so full. But it's filled up. I promise you it's running and it's that quiet. Yeah, I'll leave. I'll sit down with you guys. All right. I don't normally get this sweaty, but when you live stream and work, you get a little sweaty. Okay. See, I look really big next to my 40. Hi, my fish tanks. Hi, Fishy Mon. Thanks for joining. Michael's been lurking. No worries. I kind of pictured doing less talking and just letting you guys turn this on and put it in your background. Some holiday music would have been nice for that. Oop. I got my, you guys like my Christmas tree cup? I'm trying to remember where I got this. I think Walmart. Got it for the kids. All right. Let's see here. So that's about it, guys. That's how I do my water change. It's 12:55, so I've got just enough time to clean up. I'll put the buckets away. So I didn't always dry them out, but I'd like to dry them out now mostly because this guy was getting like a little bit of, I don't know, fungus or mold. The white stuff I think was growing in here. So now I like to definitely dry out the inside of that and the outside before putting it all away. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I just thought it'd be fun to do a little pop-up and let you guys see what it's like, a weekly routine maintenance clean with me. I hope it was helpful. I didn't do any plant trimming today because the last water change I did, I think was last Friday, I did a big hacking of the sword plant. I think mostly this one. I took out a lot of leaves that were getting a lot of that black algae on their leaves. Unfortunately, I think my light is probably just a little too strong, which is good for plant growth, but not good for algae. And the leaves that are closer and on top, like getting all the direct light, will get the algae, where the ones underneath them won't get the black algae. So if I had the system where I could like raise my lights a little bit higher off of the aquarium, because right now they're just sitting on the edge. I wish they had little like leg lifters so I could raise that up a few inches. I think I'd get less light or less algae. Now I keep them on. I turn them on all day long so I can enjoy the aquarium. But what I'll do, and I shared this in my Instagram on my stories, what I'll do is I'll turn down the white light in the morning. So I'll turn on the orange and a yellow. There's two lights. So the back light will be orange with no white. The front light will be yellow, again, no white. And I'll turn that on at 7 a.m. And then around 9 a.m., I'll turn on the white. And I might just leave the back one white and the front one no white. And then I'll turn off the white in the evening. And then I'll turn the lights off completely by about 9 p.m. So it doesn't bother me, but if you're someone who's bothered by it, yeah, I could probably fix it so that my lighting is like really on point and only on the amount of time it should be on. But I think raising it would probably be the answer. I'm sure MD, he keeps his lights on all the time and uses a higher power light, but he'll raise his. And I'm not wanting to do that and add like fishing line to the ceiling and lift my lights up off the aquarium. So for me, having like a metal leg that will be higher, that would be nicer. I wish they would sell the lights with that so that you can keep them up off of your aquarium more. So that would be like a Corey special. You know how Corey's always trying to think of things for the industry, things they could do better with their products. That's something that they could do better with their lights. Yeah, and I think you can keep them on. He does 10 to 12 hours, Mary. And I think you can get away with keeping them on if your lights aren't like so close to your plants, because he'll lift them up. If you've watched any of his videos, MD Fish Tanks is a great guy to learn from about lighting. I'm sure I've learned a lot. I just don't implement what he does for that reason, because this is my dining room and I sacrifice, I guess, aesthetics for function. You know, you gotta have a good balance, and this is the balance that I've achieved and I'm working with. So I get some algae, and just every now and then I have to cut back some leaves from my sword plant when I'm just like, I'm tired of seeing the black leaves, and I'll just cut them out, take them out of there. And then on the rocks, I get it on the rocks. I don't remember the name of the tall crypt. That will get more of the black algae than any of the other plants in here. All the lower plants, they don't get any algae on their leaves, just the rocks, the sword back here, and the reflection is cutting off the tall crypt. I wish I could remember the name of that one, but it's been too long. I might have done a video where I added it, or that could have been one of the videos I intended to do and it never got published. So that's about it, guys. It's pretty much the water change. I don't have anything else really to talk about, so I've got to go get my boys here in about 5 to 10 minutes. So I think I'm going to wrap this up. We'll see what else I've missed. Roxanne says her tanks do best with 7 hours of light a day. You impatiently wait to turn them on. I'll bet you do. I know I do. I like to see the light. I like to see my fish. I want to enjoy my fish. I don't know if lucin is the right plant. I'll have to look it up. I just don't remember. I'll have to go into my eBay account and see which one I ordered. It was one that was slow to get started and achieve the growth it's achieved. I would say it's a good mid-ground plant, not so much a background plant. Unfortunately, the sword over here just completely hides them. So I'm really happy with all the crypts, the smaller crypts that I put in. I loved my dwarf Sagittaria, but I have a brim, a bluegill fingerling, which we call a brim, from my pond, who I believe just when he gets hungry, he's become a lawnmower and hacked off all the pretty tips of those leaves. So it's not that pretty anymore because he's chopped off all the tops. Yeah. I'm not going to guess. I'll go look, but I'll leave it in the comments below. And any questions you have, go ahead and ask those in the comments and I'll answer them as well. I'll try to leave any information that I talked about today in the description or a pinned comment. So I think that's everything though. Thanks guys for coming in and being here with me today. I wish you guys a happy holiday and a Merry Christmas. I hope you have a great rest of your day. My kids are in school today and tomorrow, and then we're on break. And we'll be enjoying our holiday here in Florida. We're not going anywhere. We'll just be here. So maybe Mary and I can get together for a live stream over the break. If hopefully her internet will be a little bit better. But yeah, thanks guys. I'll see you guys later. And yeah, thanks for joining. Bye.